afternoon, Tribuners. Welcome back with me, Mutiara, in Indonesia News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is, two women become perpetrators of pickpocketing in Grebek, Sudiro. Grebek Committee Chairman Sudiro Arga Dwi Setiawan revealed that there were at least 15 incoming reports of pickpocketing that occurred during Grebek Sudiro. There are two middle-aged female perpetrators, alias mothers, who have been caught. He himself did not expect that the pickpocket to be a middle-aged woman. This has also been confirmed by the head of the Jabra Sector Police Commissioner Adjutant Muhammad Fadlan. Some of the evidence was successfully secured. The modus operandi that is often done is by tearing the back using a cutter. It has cooperated with the Reserve Police of the city Solo. At least 900 personnel have helped secure the cultural carnival on the 15th of January 2023. Then on 21st of January 2023, during the fireworks display, there will also be 300 personnel. The next news is, families of students who died during primary education reported to the police. The family of 18 years old Virendi Marjevi Wehanto, a student at the Faculty of Engineering University of Hasanuddin Makassar, who died while attending basic education. Nature-loving student in Tompo Bulu Maros asked the Maros Resort Police to investigate this incident. The head of the Criminal Investigation Unit for the Maros Resort Police, First Inspector Slamet, when confirmed, said that his party had received a report from the victim's sister. He said the family concerned reported about his basic education activities. The victim's family, he said, only reported about the process of basic education activities. To this day, he said only the family members who had made the complaint were being questioned. He said that his party would coordinate with the Tompo Bulu Police Sector as the area or place where the victim died. Meanwhile, the head of the Tompo Bulu Police Sector, Police Commissioner Adjutant Asgar, has conducted a visit to the location where the incident occurred. He said he had examined witnesses. A poisoned family in Bekasi City. The latest news is the poisoning case of a family in Batar Gebang, Bekasi City, West Java. The police arrested 3 people after establishing the poisoning case that killed the 3 people as a criminal event. The head of public relations for the Metro Jaya Police, Trunoyudo Wisnu Andiko, revealed that 3 people were arrested in connection with the poisoning of a family. According to him, the poisoning case of family will be handled by the General Criminal Investigation Directorate of the Metro Jaya Regional Police. Trunoyudo revealed that what made this case clear involved many parties or cross-provincial collaboration from forensics psychologist to doctor. This case occurred on Tuesday, the 21st of January 2023, when a family was found sprawled in a rented house in Ciketing Ude. The 5 people are named Ai Maimuna with the age 40 years old, and NR with the age 5 years old, Ridwan Abdul Muiz 23 years old, Muhammad Rizwandi 17 years old, and Muhammad Dede Solehudin 34 years old. 3 of 5 victims died, namely Ai Maimuna, Ridwan Abdul Muiz, and Muhammad Rizwandi. All 3 are related by blood as a mother and 2 biological children. Both Ridwan and Rizwandi are Ai Maimuna's children from her ex-husband named Didin. The condition of the other 2 victims, namely NR and Muhammad Dede Solehudin, have now improved, although they still have to be treated at the hospital. A mother from Bekasi is looking for her son in Lampung. The Aris Merdeka Sirait team and the Hotman Paris Hutapea team accompanied by a missing mother of a baby under 3 years old Batita who is illegally in Lampung. The two teams of officers of these children traced the whereabouts of the missing toddler in Lampung. Aris Merdeka Sirait is directly involved as chairman of the National Commission for Child Protection, while Team 991 Hotman Paris was represented by Putri Maya Rumanti. Chairperson of the National Commission for Child Protection Aris Merdeka Sirait and Putri Maya Rumanti from the 991 team Hotman Paris Hutapea accompanied Sylvia, a resident of Bekasi City, West Java Province. Sylvia is looking for the whereabouts of her son, who is considered missing, male with the initial EGP 1.8 years old. Sylvia was accompanied by the two observers of the child to Lampung Regional Police Headquarters on Friday, the 13th of January 2023 to report the loss of 1.8 years old EGP illegally in Lampung. He said that Sylvia was almost 4 months separated from her son EGP. He said his son should have followed his mother, but in fact, her husband Daniel Marshall Hisar Pardamaian was not allowed to meet EGP. He said the National Commission for Child Protection suspected a crime had occurred and reported it to the Lampung Regional Police. Dozens of elementary school students study in open space due to insufficient classroom. Dozens of students at the Batu Engau 008 Elementary School were forced to study in an open space because of insufficient classroom, resulting in the physical building being damaged. This was revealed by one of the student guardians at the Batu Engau 008 Elementary School, M. Sahwani, when confirmed by tribunkaltim.co. It was revealed the student had been studying in an open space for about a week. Responding to this, the head of the Pasir Regency Education and Culture Office, M. Yunus Syam, promised to revive the classroom at the school and other facilities. The next news is 3 buildings and 5 boarding houses were burned down in East Denpasar. Komang Trian Tanta Gunawan experienced bad luck. His 3 soap houses and 5 boarding houses were sold out by fire on Tuesday, the 17th of January 2023. The fire incident is known to have occurred on Nusa Indah Road, East Denpasar, around 1:30 a.m. When met by Bali Tribun, Mardiasa was 25 years old as a boarding housekeeper, as well as the shop house, and explained the chronology of events. According to him, the fire started in the laundry shop building. Mardiasa explained that there were 6 fire engines that came down to put out the fire. After half an hour, the fire was extinguished, but unfortunately, all the furniture in the laundry shop house were also burned. The last news is, ahead of Chinese New Year and Cap Gomeh, the West Kalimantan Police held a terrific meeting. Ahead of Chinese New Year and Cap Gomeh 2023, the West Kalimantan Regional Police held a cross-sectoral meeting on Monday, the 16th of January 2023 in the morning. Taking place at the West Kalimantan Regional Police, the cross-sectoral meeting was chaired directly by the head of the West Kalimantan Regional Police, Engineer General Polai Suryan Bodo Asmoro, Deputy Governor of West Kalimantan Ria Norsan, representatives of the Tanjung Pura 12 Military Regional Commands, and representatives of the Cap Gomeh Kamita. Deputy Governor of West Kalimantan Ria Norsan conveyed that this coordination meeting discussed various series of activities that would be held in West Kalimantan during the Chinese New Year and Cap Gomeh. This meeting discussed how the security mechanism for these various events. Dan West Kalimantan Regional Police Chief Inspector General Suryan Bodo Asmoro said that the police have prepared more than 1,000 personnel to protect Chinese New Year and Cap Gomeh in West Kalimantan. The thousands of personnel will be deployed to crowded central tourist spots and places of worship. During the Chinese New Year and Cap Gomeh 2023 celebration, the police will ensure that all events run safely both in person and in cyberspace. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Mutiara. Don't forget to follow us in YouTube Tribun Lampung News Video, Facebook Tribun Lampung, Instagram @Tribun Lampung, and TikTok @Tribun Lampung for further information. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.